Well, do I dare go up to the 50s? I'm highly considering it. Well, I'll think about it for a minute or two longer, but let me say this is probably going to be, well, it's not going to be a lot of sets. Let me say that. So probably do 6 sets of shoulders and then 5 or 6 sets of triceps, and that's probably all I'm going to do. I'm having, again, it's not, I'm not going to say it's any worse than it was yesterday, but it's more persistent. This kind of trap and shoulder pain that I'm having. There's even a few instances where I felt it up in my neck. So I'm not gonna go overboard today. I really just want to do enough to get a little muscle stimulus and growth. So I think a good 6 sets, all of it being side delt for shoulders, and like I said, 5 or 6 of triceps. I think I'll be good. So I'm not gonna kill it by no means today. But I do think I might go to the 50s. I'll at least try one, but I think I can manage two. So I think that'll probably be what I do, and then throw in a little drop set. Um, and another reason why I'm not really gonna kill it in terms of when I say I'm not gonna kill it, I mean I'm not gonna do a ton of volume. I guess what I do, like always, it's gonna be intense and with purpose. I'm not gonna come in here and just fucking swing weight around for no reason at all. That's just I might as well just go home at that point. So what I do, I'm gonna make it intense, but like I said, just not a lot of volume because that heat, working on that fucking heat all week. It's weird. I actually felt pretty good yesterday. I really did. And then today is a complete 180. Had to drag my ass in here. I actually considered skipping today, which you guys know when that happens, something's up. Um, but I don't want to get in the habit of skipping. Definitely don't want to get in that habit. So here I am, man. Um, make it worthwhile. It just won't be a ton of volume. You know what I mean? So I mean, I guess it is. When you add it up, I'm doing 6 sets of shoulders and basically almost 11 or 12 sets, which is what I might do on a normal chest day. So I mean, it just depends how you look at it. Like I said, maybe not a ton of volume for one specific muscle group or area. I'm doing two separate ones, so that kind of makes it feel just less taxing, on the body. But we'll see when I actually get done with this workout. I might be singing a different tune. But yeah, let me grab the 50s and I'll try them for these next two. If I can get at least 10 pretty clean ones, I'll be happy. Fucking flies in here, man. Drive me nuts. That was actually pretty good. Like I said, one more, and I'll be happy here. I think I did right at 10 pretty clean reps, and then I obviously, like always, I threw in some cheat reps there at the end just to make the set a little better, which I believe this is gonna sound like an oxymoron, but as long as they're kind of controlled cheat reps, that makes sense. I think they're like I said, they always make a set just a little bit better. So do one more here, and I might go grab my drop set weight right now, so I can just go right into it. Ah, breathe. I gotta remember to fucking breathe. Ah. Sometimes, in the heat of the moment, in the in the thick of it, I just forget to breathe, which sounds kind of completely counterintuitive to what you would think, right? But that was good. Good start, man. Let's try to do some triceps. I would like to do some dumbbell skull crushers today. But man, oh man, in my elbow, I might just really ease into it. Maybe even do a little too much in terms of warming up and feel out sets. Just get some, just get some good blood in there, and maybe I can do something. I'll try it. You guys will know sooner than me, um, just by when the next video is taking place. That'll tell you pretty quick. Put all this shit up though. Okay, I tried to loosen up my elbow pretty good. I did some pretty good feel out sets, and I worked my way up to the 60s. All right, 60-pound dumbbells. Felt way better than the 50s did, so that's good. I mean, it felt so good that I feel like I can go straight to my working set. So, but yeah, I did 50s. I kind of did one arm at a time, and I did both with the 50s, and I did the 60s for like 5 reps, and that's when it really felt good. And it actually, there was almost no pain. So I think it's weird. It's like I need to just loosen it up or get the blood flowing really good. But like the 50s, when I was doing unilateral, one arm at a time, obviously my left arm, nothing. 60s are fucking light. But my right, there was so much pain I almost couldn't even do it with the 50s. But the 60s, they felt way better. So I was tempted, and I still am, to just go straight into the 80s. But try to be somewhat smart here. Start with the 75s. And if they're light, like they were the last time I did them, I think I did like 13 reps or better. Um, then I'll probably go up to the 80s unless there's just, a lot of pain or some variable that's, maybe holding me back and thinking that I shouldn't. But if I do enough reps and it feels pretty manageable, I'll probably go up to the 80s. But before anything, gotta do this fucking rep or this set first because who knows, I might start doing it and my elbow just doesn't agree with it. So actually, all right, well, that was strange. The opposite happened from normally what happens. Normally, the first, I don't know, 3, 4, or 5 reps, whatever, there's some slight pain, and then as I'm working through the set, the blood flow and everything, it starts to alleviate that pain and it starts to kind of die down. Well, on this set, the first 5 or 6 reps were butter. no pain at all. Weight's pretty fucking light, to be honest with you. And then with each rep after that was 7, 8, 9, 10. Um, Pain got a little worse and worse actually. Again, that's kind of the opposite of what usually happens. So, but then like the last couple reps, it was a little better. So it was weird. I don't know. I'm gonna go up to the 80s and I'm gonna give him a shot. That's all I know. Give him a shot. Try to be smart and slow and careful. Just do what I can. If it, like I said, if it's too bad, we'll scrap it and do something else. But I'm gonna try the 80s for one, at least one set. Shit. I was fighting just as much to try to keep my feet up on the bench as I actually was trying to do the freaking reps. And I don't know why I do that. Yeah, I probably actually perform a little better if my feet were on the ground, but for some reason when I'm doing skull crushers, I just from the very beginning. Well, actually, no, I think I might know why. But one of the first things I did when I started training, fucking, yeah, this wasn't quite 14 years ago, maybe a couple years in. It's like 12 years ago ish. Um, was the P90X, the original P90X DVDs, and you do a lot of dumbbell skull crushers on those for triceps. And if you didn't have a bench, which at that time I didn't, yeah, I don't think I did. Um, but yeah, if you didn't have a bench, you did them on the floor. Well, on the floor, your feet are just naturally on the same plane as your back and everything else. So I think it's just a natural thing for me. It just feels comfortable because that's how I've done it from basically the beginning. But yeah, I'm not gonna do a drop set here. Triceps don't need them. That was no surprise. The last set felt the best. My elbow was really loose by then. Um, so yeah, let's do some more shoulders. I might do I don't know what these are called, but the standing side lateral raises where rather than stopping here, I bring them all the way up to about right there. Not quite all the way up because you start to lose the tension in your shoulders. But close. And that does not require a lot of weight. Um, You're talking maybe the 15 or 20 pound dumbbells. We'll see. Yeah, I think I'll do those next. You won't believe it, but I forgot to hit record before the first set here. So this is actually set number 3, but you guys are only seeing 2. Kind of sucks. Now you can believe me or not, but trust me, that is not something that I would lie about. All right, this for sure is something I would not. Might be other things, no. But seriously, I did. This is set number 3. I'm actually considering doing another one just for anybody that is saying, oh, he's trying to get out of doing 3. He's only doing 2. So if I did another one, it'd actually be 4. And you know what? I might end up doing that anyway. So we'll see. But I have the 10s behind me just in case I do only do 3. And if so, I'll do the drop set right here on this set. But I don't know. I'm kind of considering doing another one now because honestly, my shoulders like I've got a good pump. I'm working hard. I'm pushing myself, but I don't know. It just feels maybe I could do another one. Or maybe I'm just talking myself into it. I don't know. Fuck. But anyways, let's just do this one and kind of see what happens after this because I might do another one. It's all right. You know what? I'm doing another one. Damn it. It'll really be 4 sets. You guys are only gonna see 3, but I'm doing another one. I feel like I have a little more left in the tank when it comes to my shoulders. Anyways, so All right, just a couple sets of triceps, and I think that'll be it. All right, just like I originally predicted, I guess, at the beginning of this workout, I'm just gonna do a couple sets here on the final tricep exercise. So one more, and of course, I'll throw in a nice little jump set. But yeah, I think just one more here, and I'm done. I might throw in a little bit of quick. I mean, I'm not gonna record it, but a quick little, maybe 2 or 3 sets of chest, and it'll probably just be body weight stuff, maybe some chest dips combined with push-ups. And again, this is all maybe. I'll clarify if I did or not before I pose. But in terms of what I'm actually supposed to be training today, shoulders and triceps. Yeah, just one more here with a little drop set. And I went up in weight just a little bit because I did 15 reps, very slow and controlled. Besides like the last three or whatever it was, um, nothing crazy, but maybe this will bring me down around 10, and then I'll throw in another 2 or 3 cheat reps. We'll see. All right, I'm done. I did do, I only did 2 sets though, but I did do 2 sets of chest. Again, just body weight push-ups. Kind of the, for anyone that's watched Mike Rizzatel, he's he's done a lot of like celebrity and pro athlete workouts as of late, bringing people in, showing them some things. Um, and he's real big on deficit push-ups, which I've been doing for a while, even before I started watching him. But it kind of just confirms what I've felt um, when you have someone with a I don't know. Does he have his PhD? I don't think he does. Whatever he has, he knows more than me. I'll say that, and I have no problem saying that. But whenever you have someone like that, kind of clarify and almost confirm what you've been feeling doing deficit push-ups, having other people do them, and it does make a difference when you do the negatives. Because bodyweight push-ups, even after everything I've done, I still do 30 to 40 reps on my first set at the end of a workout. And that's with negatives. That's with going probably almost 3 second negative and then contracting up as hard as I can, then 3 second negative, that kind of tempo. Um, where was I going with that? I was trying to make a point. I lost it along the way, so forget it. But yeah, I did 2 sets of deficit push-ups. I'm done. Let's drive my camera where I want it. I think it's good enough. But yeah, let's check out the pump. All right, I didn't go through all of the poses that I normally do, but I think you guys get the point. I mean, I feel like I don't have to do it every day. I mean, I pose every day, but I don't have to run through all of them. Maybe I should. I don't know. Maybe I should change my mindset. But um, I don't know. I mean, I just feel like until I actually start prepping for a show, which is still a good whiles away, it's gonna hurt. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna do some abs after this, so I got the poses that I feel like I did a few. I did a few of the same poses, just with my hands instead of clasped together. Kind of did the Arnold where he bends them in like this. Just try something different. See if I might hate it and might think it looks worse. I don't know. You never really know until you try something, right? So, but yeah, I'm done, man. I'm gonna do a little bit of abs. Um, I'd say a little bit, but it'll be 400 plus total reps. Usually takes me between, yeah, it depends on the day, but let's just say roughly, like 10 or 12 minutes. I go pretty steadily, just back to back. Every now and then, I might give myself like a 10-second rest, just enough to kind of collect myself, you know, and catch my breath for a second. Literally, I mean, 10 seconds goes by pretty quick. And I go right back into it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna knock out these abs and then get a much needed rest day tomorrow. Be back Sunday, unless something changes. I am actually there's a just like today, but here I am. I fucking worked out. There's a slight consideration in taking an extra rest day Sunday, mainly because my shoulder and my trap, whatever's going on here, I just feel like an extra day. I mean, will definitely benefit me. How much will it benefit me? I don't know, but I'm considering resting Sunday too. But like I said, I considered that today, and on the drive over here, literally, I convinced myself otherwise. So, um, I'll say there's still a good chance I'll be in here Sunday. Um, But we'll see. For now, I'm done.